Memorial Congress, the Honorable Mai Ahmad to deliver his statement. Honorable Namaste.
A few minutes. Dinañu waxaat nga translate ko waaye dama am lu ma bëgg wax ci I'm good at studying.
Order, please. Please, Nanjaglo. Mane, Nanjaglo.
Jalimanda ngeen may ma dina wax kàllaama si kàllaama English parce que li ma bëgg a wax dama bëgg ñi nga xam ne dégguñu soose mbaa olof ñu mun koo xam ci yeneen xeet yi parce que Gambia dafa bari xeet après sa bokk nañ si ak ñi nga xam ne Gambian dañ naturalized Gambian sax ñu ngi fi bari so dinaa wax si English den ma ñëw summarize ko si local language bi su boobaa dinaa la soxla waaye léegi dama bëgg rek nga tëj maay bi ba si kanam tuuti rek incha allah.
Ako alias Romanti, mutaka mshoga, anasabia mna na bango la kambala memu angale kauti. Isaje sifa jole memu mpangi ngoni suwadi jola roi, ifani sama ade memfala. Na bareka, abe sulele ne kuka akaniso afuna ni local language. Ala bareka.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيد الأنبياء نبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم تسليما كثيرا الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الظلم وكبره تكبيرا of the National People's Party, the pioneer, the infrastructure king. I extend greetings to my national executive, starting from my deputy party leader, Dr. Haji Drame, who is sitting right opposite me here, to members of my executive who are here, who have been recognized by the Honorable Deputy National Speaker, my special advisor, the Honorable Alhaji Alhamdu Conte, the rest of my national executive members, Fakeba Sisi, I don't want to name them all, they have been named already. And I also extend greetings to our delegates all over the country, from the Upper River region, Lower River region, North Bank region, West Coast region, KMC, Banjul, CRR, select representatives who are here. I would also like to express my deepest appreciation to the national executive members of the National People's Party, NPP. I have my good friend and brother on my right. Thank you very much. It has been a very prosperous and fruitful relationship, very positive indeed and very cordial.
Thank you.
I am grateful to the rest of the membership. The Honorable Suku Sinyata is here, who is sitting in the chair of His Excellency the President. I'm aware that His Excellency is out of the jurisdiction, would have loved to be here, but suddenly there will be another occasion for us to meet at the at the courthouse. I'd like to thank also the people who champion the art of eating, Domoro, eating in this, and among them is one somebody Mazol on the Sidim Konado, Navakoyo Bala. Domorla, I want to express my greeting to him, my appreciation to him. Indeed, our village, Nyakoi Wuli Kerawan, his great-grandfather was among the founders of our village, Simoto Kemo. Ntolla Sato, our Sundeka Simoto Kemo Moko started to create. And that is the lineage from where he comes from. That is the long-time relationship we have with the Sano family. It goes back over 200 years ago. So, Sano, I'm glad to recognize you here. Thank you very much. I want to apologize for our late arrival. We have been, when you're dealing with the public, it's a little difficult. But I want to express special appreciation to the delegates from all over the region. I want to thank GMC membership. I want to thank the diaspora, Amadou Bifos, and the rest of the diaspora who have been behind us. Now let me go to the substance. This today, the history that is being made is a culmination of months of negotiations. For Gambians who are watching, this is not today. This was not yesterday. This is a period of 9 months of serious behind-the-scenes negotiation. So it was not something we woke up one day and just a dream. We woke up and said, let's come together. It has been a long consultation between the two political parties. How did it start? Some are going to say they went to NPP, we are not here to seek for positions. In fact, it's not a condition of the alliance. The alliance is not a condition that we must seek positions. It's an alliance with a difference. That is this distinguishing element. It has never been on the table because we are not coming to share a cake. Because we believe the national cake is one. It is under the supremacy of His Excellency the President, under him, under whose the guidance we are coming under, umbrella we are coming under. So first and foremost, I want to dispel a general notion that Honorable Mai Fati is looking for Palazzo. It is not a condition of our alliance. It is not a condition and was not established. Secondly, GMC National Executive, they are broke. We are not broke. My chambers is publicly placed. All of us are involved in some kind of income generating activity. We are not broke. We are not looking for the pants. And it will be stated. That is not why we are also here. Why we are here is because 29th of January, 29th of December, 2023, we held our National Congress at Farafeni. During this National Congress, the GMC National Congress adopted a resolution to work with any political party of like minds. And the question was thrown on the floor. What if that like mind happens to be the NPP? Let us put a vote. Are you going to accept it or not? The National Congress of GMC, the highest decision authority, at Farazani, unanimously decided, yes, if it is necessary, we will go into an alliance with NPP. So this is a Congress decision. It is the Congress of GMC National Executive. Not my decision, not the decision of the leadership. National Congress decides when the time comes, if NPP is open to it, work with the NPP. So it is a Congress resolution we are implementing, entered into on the 29th of December 2023. And what is the authority for that? Since we are a party based on the law, it is chapter 11, section 63, subsection 1 of our constitution, GMC constitution, that states that the party shall be a body corporate with perpetual succession and can sue and be sued in its corporate name with power to acquire, hold, and alienate property, enter into agreements, and do all things necessary to carry out its same objectives and defend its members' property and reputation. So we are granted by our party constitution to go into an alliance. It is not my decision, it is the constitution of the GMC and the decision of the National Congress to do what is happening today. It is a political alliance of two sovereign political parties. NPP is sovereign, GMP is sovereign, GMC is sovereign. Each of the two parties maintain their independent, unique sovereignty within the alliance. So the alliance does not dispense with the independent sovereign existence of GMC, and it does not dispense with the independent sovereign existence of the NPP. If it does, it would have been a merger. And even that GMC National Congress approves of it, we will go in for a merger without blinking of an eye. Now, political alliance is based on national interest. Our alliance is based on national interest. Number one, we are not at time of elections. The NPP, President Barrow is not looking for a mandate. He is already serving a well-deserved mandate, a mandate that no political party leader in this country has ever won with such an unprecedented majority. So the legitimacy of His Excellency the President to govern is unquestionable. It is unquestionable. It's unquestionable. That is the legitimacy that brings us here. So why are you coming? It's not an election time. One evidence that we are not coming because we are not demanding. During election time, can say, well, we want 2 ministers, we want 10 ambassadors, we want you, the impossible, as political parties no money to election time. So we are not at election time, we are not demanding. This is one evidence that we are not coming for selfish partisan interests. Whether NPP and GMC comes together, President Barrow's mandate will not be altered. It will not be altered. It remains what it is. So you don't understand that. We are coming together because this is a very critical part of our history. The world is changing. The world is changing beyond human consumption. Political parties are changing, nations are changing. The parties must come together. Why the superpower house of Africa, Nigeria, political parties, General Buhari's party, and the current president's political party came together and form what is governing Nigeria today. Each of them are political, political gladiators in their own right. But General Buhari and the current president of Nigeria combined their forces. After that, they defeated Obasanjo and his party. General Buhari served 2 terms. And now, the other political party is serving another term. What is responsible for that? It is the power of strength in unity. The power in the purposiveness of 2 political parties with similar ideologies and similar aspirations. That is what GMC and NPP calls for. We are parties with similar aspirations. We are parties with similar objectives. We are parties with similar goals. One of which is infrastructure, because we believe infrastructure is the foundation of development. Without it, there is no development. When the United States went into near bankruptcy, what is called the Great Deal, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, what did he do? To revive the economy, to restore growth, to generate employment and wealth, the United States went into massive infrastructural development. And that changed the face of America for good. It said goodbye to inflation, goodbye to unemployment. Liquidity came in, the United States was able to recover its deficits and establish its enduring foundation for greatness, which today celebrates. And that is why we believe infrastructure, that President Barrow champions, that GMC will do if we were a government. We are also. Ninkela manzaki mbejinkela. Manzamlen be okeka. Ita dum fana lafta okela. Ni manke nafi ko de kafama wala. So it is for the national interest. Secondly, you cannot go into a political alliance if you don't have political chemistry. Political chemistry is very important. I have chemistry with my brother here. Yes. There was a time we were on different sides, but we are on the same side. That is natural. Kunum domu jawoti does not mean we are not continue la amanya not continue. Womu cafe yali. Why? We know one of the greatest warriors in Islam, Khalid bin Walid. That is the man who conquered the entire Persia and the rest of Mesopotamia, what is called the Roman Empire. Khalid bin Walid. He was one of the greatest enemies of Islam, because he was responsible for the defeat of the Muslims at the Battle of Uhud. Until the Prophet almost lost his life, he lost a teeth. Hamza and the rest were dead at that battle. It was Khalid bin Walid who led the army of the unbelievers, the Kafirs, and they defeated Muslim army that day. But Khalid bin Walid turned out to become the greatest army, the greatest general in Islamic history. He was an enemy, he has become the greatest friend, because of whom today, from Persia, which is Iran, all the way down to China, have converted into Islam. So your enemy tomorrow can be your good friend. President Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam kafirol sija ayo to bindi keta kafirol keta bulu ba buloti Umar ibn Khattab is one of the Khulafatul Rashidun, one of the rising caliphs, one of the biggest and the strongest caliphs. He was an enemy of Islam. He fought against the Prophet. He took his smiter, he took his cutlass and was willing to go and cut the throat of the Prophet. On the way he converted into Islam. But became the right hand of the Prophet and became among the rising caliphs. If the Prophet says, he was my enemy, I will not embrace him, Islam would have been different today. And many more. Sarara Jawara, the first president of the Gambia, Honorable MC Tam, my own father, was people on the UP side. Hassan Musa Kamara, and a lot of people were on the UP side. Politics is about inclusivity and embracing others. Yes. Umar bin Khattab says, La ilaha illallah will not be recited at the Kaaba. Khalid bin Walid said, Islam will die. Abu Sufyan said, there will be no Islam. Abu Sufyan ended up becoming one of the disciples of the Prophet. His wife Hind, who slaughtered Hamza and got his hand out, became one of the chief medical nurses when they got of the Muslim army, when they were on jihad. She was among the nurses who was nursing to the wounds of Muslims. And this is the woman who commissioned an assassin to kill Hamza and got her out. The Prophet forgave her, and they produced a son, Muawiyah, who became governor of Syria at this time. If this can happen, why would I not sit with my brother, see the guy? Why would I sit with the guy? Why would I not sit with Let me move forward. Let me move forward. Let me move forward. Let me move forward. And when you come to the Bible, because they are called Ahlul Kitab, in Islam, even their food is okay for us. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised us, we can eat from the Ahlul Kitab. They are called Ahlul Kitab because they are not Catholics, they are not unbelievers. They are just people of the book. If you come to the Bible, there was a time when what is called Saul, he was riding his horse and was moving towards persecuting Christians. He had a voice, Saul, why are you persecuting my people? He became an adherent. So, today's opposition can be tomorrow's friend. It does not mean that because politics is based on interest, your interest can keep flip-flopping. No. Politics is based on principled interest. Principled interest, not just any interest. That is what we believe in. So there is a distinction. Those who say politics is based on interest, that is not what we believe. And that is not what I understand my brother and my friend Adam Barrow, for him to understand politics. Yes. It's very difficult to manage people. Politics is based on principled interest. We are here on principled interest, not because we are expecting to be given positions. I don't even want a position. We are not doing that here. So the issue is, it is based on the national interest, national unity, national peace and stability, strengthening our sovereignty, inclusive national development. What do we mean by national interest? National interest or national unity, this thing is national sovereignty. It's not about, it's not about unity of me and him. It's unity of our hearts. Because the whole country cannot be physically united, but we can be united at heart. That is what we are calling for. We are calling for unity of the hearts of Gambians towards sustainable national development and national reliance. And no Gambian, no proper Gambian, who is sane with his mind and nothing of insanity borders near the individual, who will militate against national development, national prosperity. That is why we are here. Now, on national peace, what do we mean? We mean every Gambian, wherever you are, you must obey the law. Peace is the cornerstone of development. Even the infrastructure we can't do without peace. So we are here to join MPP in order to promote peace, national peace. Because our president has been crowned the most peaceful president in Africa. I am very proud of that. So we are here to consolidate that peace. Now, I have a lot to do. We are also here to strengthen national sovereignty. How do we strengthen our national sovereignty? Gambia is a small country, but we have resources. We have our water, we have our land, we have our airspace, we have our forest, we have our other endowments. All of these must be managed diligently in the interest of the Gambians. The Gambia is not an island, we are part of the global ecosystem. So there is a lot of complaint about the management of our natural resources. There's a lot of complaint about the inequitable distribution of the national cake. We are not just sitting on the periphery to complain. GMC has never come out to maliciously defame and attack the president and the government because it is not personal. It is not personal. It is not against the person of the president. We are talking about national policy here. When we do disagree, we make it clear what the policy difference is. And we state out even in the media what our position on the policy is. And we give solutions, we just don't criticize. We say this is wrong and we give solutions. Those solutions are what we are coming here today. So that my brother, the deputy speaker, and others will sit with us at the table and listen to our ideas, and we reflect it in the new National Economic Program, Recovery Program, Green Recovery Program, and we can push it forward. So that my sister, my mother sister here, Fatmata Sabali, my own national member, can go to Parliament and champion the legislative policy that we are going to be talking about, so that we can sit at the table and have a chair at the table and discuss what is best for the country, but not remove ourselves from the table and take stones and start throwing stones to people sitting at the table. Most importantly, when it comes to sovereignty, again, we know there's a lot of youth unemployment. And the government is doing a lot about that. I will speak for 5 minutes and pass it over because I know time is against us. We are talking about infrastructure. Why is infrastructure important? GMC's manifesto. Number 1, infrastructure. GMC manifesto. Number 2, infrastructure. GMC manifesto. Number 3, infrastructure. NBB manifesto. Number 1, infrastructure. Number 2, infrastructure. Number 3, infrastructure. So what we have is a convergence of ideas. That convergence is responsible for these afternoon's convergence as well. Why infrastructure? Why infrastructure? If you build roads, you open up communities. You improve road transport network. You encourage commerce and trade to move on. You encourage development. You encourage youth unemployment to go down. In our own place, URR, which has a lot of infrastructure, including energy infrastructure, Today, previously, when I needed a proper welder, I needed a carpenter, all these things you have to come to Banjul. Even an air condition, someone to fix a simple air condition, you need to come over here. Today, when I want to build a house, from start to finish, everybody is at home. In my village, nowhere else, in my village. This is because of infrastructure, the good road network and electricity. In my community, there's a lot of unemployment. With the advent of the roads that President Barrow has built, employment has gone more than 60%. More than 60% of youths who have trades, carpenters, watchmen, weathermen, and other trades are rampant all over. Mechanics, even galvanizers. Previously, if I go to Woolley and I have a problem with my car tire, we have to dismantle it and go to Basse. Sometimes Basse will not even solve it. We go to Bansa. Sometimes I have to wait for Banjul to send it over to me. Today in my village, when I drive from my home in Kerawan, I go to the main road. Only 3-4 minutes. I get to the vulcanizer. My car is fixed. I go back to my house. That is infrastructure. Previously, we didn't have electricity. Rural electrification has gone up. Before President Barrow, the people enjoying the cake of electricity is Congo and its areas, and major capitals. Basse, Congo, blah, blah, blah. What about the rest? Are they not Gambians? Do they not deserve to benefit from electricity and water supply? Today, go to rural Gambia. Our electricity system is more steady than yours here. Infrastructure again. The MPP government has built hundreds and hundreds of schools, thousands of classrooms. We know people are complaining about quality at the level of education. Yes, quality is there. But you cannot have everything all at once. Mobuka bungulo, iko lafta bungulo ya belo sinyaking abeba. Ika foundation o kele. Ya briko lo, ya bungo bang, ya friends ya roof. Yana tempo. So President Barrow for the people. Follow, I can move law. We will focus on quality. First, we have to have infrastructure. Now we have classrooms. Then we will focus on teacher quality, the training quality, and the educational quality. That is where we are moving now. The next phase of progress in this country is no longer about classroom, but about delivering quality education. Policy, but that's where we are going to focus. The third part is health sector. That may be some truth to some of them. There may be some truth in it. But first, President Barrow has to do. Excuse me. First, the president has to do first thing first. Expand the access. Expand access. If you expand access, then you can focus on quality. If there is no access, focusing on quality will still limit the access of the general public to proper health care. Because costs will still be there. People will move from Basse, from all the way from Sarangai to go to Basse Hospital. Quality is there, but how do they get there? People will die on the way. Women will not be able to deliver on time on the way. Create the physical infrastructure. When you create the physical infrastructure, supported by the enabling policy, then you focus on quality delivery. But you cannot focus on building infrastructure, focus on quality at the same time, focus on delivery at the same time. Those who have that mindset do not really understand the politics of development or governance. The third part we talk about is agriculture. President Barrow only came to power in 2017. Let's talk about the court, the justice system. I am a lawyer in the justice system. Today, there are 90% of Gambians manning the government judiciary compared to 60% of Gambians in 2017. So today we have Gambianized judiciary, and not only that, tomorrow lawyers and judges are going to validate the new High Court rules that is going to make it easier for Gambians to access the courts, to file their complaints, and to get justice. So it's a process. We talk about civil service. Nothing has been done. Reform is very difficult. President Barrow is dealing with 22 years of a civil service that has been destroyed, a civil service that was politicized, a civil service that was morally bankrupt. 22 years, and you want him to solve it in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. Of course, human beings don't is beyond human mind. Me yaro ko sanyi mon ni fula atinyata foti yaro na fakatita akututa man sidino mentina da sanyi mon ni fula kari na rai tako wonyanta kawda ran be tembo men to bi ayake fuma la ko le bang fodum ala le bang o be kala no nyaati de. It's a process. Civil service reform is a process. Plus, you are dealing with Adamadingol. Adamadingol, many are long, changes is a big problem for human beings. And then the most difficult part is to change the civil service, you need to change the laws. And President Barrow's government has inherited very bad laws, archaic laws. Some of the laws are since independence, some pre-independence, some 30 years old laws. The civil service, the Public Service Act, these are very bad, very old laws. You cannot change the civil service without first changing those laws. Because if you change the civil service, it will not match with the old laws. They will not fit in. No matter how much you try, people will always go back to apply those laws. So the laws need to change first. When you change the laws, then you can change the policy to match the law. President Barrow cannot do anything with the Public Service Act because if he appoints people to the public service, that is the public service law governing public service today. If he wants to do anything against the Public Service Act, the same people will say he is violating our laws. So how can he reform without first changing the Public Service Act? Why is it that some of these laws have not been changed? It's not because President Barrow has been sleeping, but the Gambia has only one draftsman. This is legislative drafting. Men can do safe, the mulo yale can do safe of a man fans londoleti, a fans metronome, co driver Benjamin, co engineer Benjamin, doctor Benjamin, lawyer be manke lua safe lati. Men can do safe Gambia, walking down the moon. Namosa the Pantalapa Mena Kafumba. For walking on Dungo, you are Membeja the Falinda. Walking is always a Nova. Abewato Tanale. What on the only Guru? And the funny little Kerona did what for Manfadi. Sanji say, or the other back at Adabuna, you are on. What was Zakara Mudan de Kohani, do Komeke Kane, but for a minute yellow. Nilla Vita Italia. Gambia Bar Association Corona. Gambia will be the many yellow Yakara, Yanone. Una tinne manna ka masakundama yamma ko ngal wada la executive drafting ke dani be sila je be masakuda criticize na ali yalo ko mo matara masakuda. So we need to understand that also. The third part, me along ko benale de amo boydila onam nyinti ko ni ko corruption banko ka o fanal abe fokande iko masakunda national audit report fota ku krewol fota masakunda banko tamadiye mansa luwale ya loni fan mangi lombang ni kata Gambia la constitution ko la Gambia from as Gambia republic luwale ya sabati Gambia it's a sovereign national republic wala force tapta wala force ngoti luwale Gambia dada wala ya gulu wala wala masakunda fanal dada aya sidi wala wala president Barrow sidi akata wala fanal so mo da ko alimbe kendula civil society and other Gambians men do criticism ke kam alla nyantolo mabo ko almanya na fola alkana na mo falinde mabo ko ak mo manya na fola anyantale asifo mambalan fanal alsafo bari mbele fo kan ko nali ya fo ka pare alsira moy jabiro fanala o fanay fo isaji askelo clinic because amradina ni ko corruption national audit report abenye takala kiskisolati albenye takala kiskisolati kabi da gambe de mo mutala ida gambe ding iko kari me sunyaro ke fana gambe ding albe nyando kanyanta gambe la loi ita ko yotu madam la nyuwala nga samba may tu ngala nyanto ko indi andu albe le kanyanta nyanto la o baka wata kelo la ni ko kari sunyaro ke ila dalilo nati ila firindilo landi tablo tema kari sunyaro ke ala masukunda bunda dalilo nati ni dara media kono ya dia molfo imera satol findindi e ko national audit report I respect national audit report but investigation la kake investigation nyum fanal police on be la katola bari na police ko la capacity am futa tembe do anyata futa la nyame sanji mo di fula marlo la jawya konola ila capacity man bill ay bill level to is investigator o ke men nyata kala 1 week asitano 6 months ka capacity man bill fulo ka futa no so ite wandi di wutala ya fay gunde wala imanta through due process ko due process mo ka time dal dani be mo sambala gunde wala ko dani ata gunde wala dani ba sambala kitola ika professor maso kunda ka bujanda bulalo ko fole noma president balo go ko solle noma ni me direct proof sato of course don't against any public person you have the direct proof put it on the table put it in the media and government will act ni government ma act ko mo be se ka fu menga maso kunda tenkere bari diamu ken sago o buka mo samba bunja wala ako mo fu diala do ko correct laba mo be dabana wala mu gambia la foreign policy kadu bi mbete momento dunia falina banko yi beka kono rel jube fanko wala be kerimbe fanko mi kado ke banko be wala hani america president america force nana la bi ndawol be bayda hani europe ni na ko Allah kubal fabul you can make it la ko ko do be ndiyala mbatara kadu almatara na kelela alni ro sala be kelela fanko ne be keri gande fana be fanko ne ngam fango jube ali nga focus na banko ka our relationship with Senegal is very important. Our relationship with South Region is important. Our relationship with Africa is very important. But let us focus on the interests of the Gambia, the national interest of the Gambia in our foreign policy. The foreign policy towards Senegal should be separate from our foreign policy towards Senegal, from Nigeria. Our foreign policy towards Britain should be different from our foreign policy towards America because we have different national interests in each of these areas. Abekala tani na kensa wala ti nyanta kuba me sonola ta sonola metar la kartanta wala it's very important no absolutely important wakata bekala ning ndoma ani na député mo membe député kono la ngaje ko ngana foreign policy falling I can promote not ning makeshift foreign policy system mandal mo criticize but wala reality ñu fanati kono bi natale ka fu president mama kan na banko tamandi ni NPP ke kelenti ñu bok ak NPP nekk benn ñu liggéey réew mi moo ñu fi indi undi place indi wuñu fii de kenn nekku ci buy place nag su amee di ko am waaye yàlla dafa wax alquran ita yuti ma yasha'u ita mulkan ma yasha'u ala ko kan man sa di wala adiyata me man yasha'u la adiyatan den ajara men diata nama sa ngati ka ngadi mola men diata te ni nyoy alako alprano ko tan man sa di mola yuti man yasha bulkan man yasha nama sa di mola men adiata te so na ta di president balola wala diata kafta mamma hasidia sonta ko tudaye abe dawda dunia ko ndari mbel wala president ko Abdullah wala president Bro Sando Your Excellency President Abdullah Honorable Mai Ahmad Honorable Mai Ahmad with my national executive and the whole party Adolescent Alsi I'll get this zero I Mai Ahmad Fati National Chairman and Leader of the Gambia Moral Congress, on the mandate, on the authority, and the command of the Gambia Moral Congress, on the authority, on the mandate, on the command of the GMC National Congress, on the authority, on the command, and on the mandate of GMC National Executive, on the command, on the authority, on the mandate of GMC regional committees. Commit ourselves to a very proactive, successful, positive working alliance relationship with the National People's Party. We are here with one heart, with one mind, with one soul, with one nation, to join hands with you and your people and your government to advance the cause of the Gambia. So help us God. That we need us There will be those who will misjudge. There will be those who will mischaracterize. There will be those who will attack. There will be those who will insinuate. Al diablo gula, yela diablo. Toldo gulalu. Nimo diablo tema. Nimo be diablo tema. Ala wala ko. Subola be gulu. Juma le bala subola sa ko ale kunna ko sa kunna ko ni sa kunna ko. Subola be gulu. Ni wulo e subola e gulu. Ate how ni. Ala wala how. Mon bal how la le. Kablu subola ba gulu. So ame yap. Ngayo makayde. So mo to dal sa kaw. Xol da ni gisul ta. Yap bi la gis fofu la ko nekk. Kon ba tay yap ta la sa cap yap fofu la nekk. Na ngeen xam ne ku leen jow ku leen saaga ku leen pas na ngeen xam ne moo leen leneen lu dul ci leen yàlla day ak dëgg bi nga xam ne moom ngeen di dëgëral ak taxawaay bi nga xam ne moom ngeen di taxawal pour réew mi ak pour askan bi pour liggéey seen réew mi pour bennoo mën a am pour taxaw président Barrow ak NPP bi kon nag na ngeen noppi yàlla bi nga xam ne moo jox buur yaaya président Barrow yàlla boobu noonu dina ko fajal boppam ndax mbéj la moo xam ne mbéjuloo man suma kanam de mbéjuloo kanam mi Adama Barrow kanam mi yàlla nga mbéj ndax moo ko buur moo jox buur yaa bi lu tax ma wax loolu ndax ñëpp xam nañ ne yàlla moo wax alquran Allahu al-Malik al-Mulk tu'til mulka man tashaa wa tanzi'ul mulka mimman tashaa wa tuzillu man tashaa up to the end of it. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in the Quran, Allahumma Malik tu'til mulka man tashaa, tu'til mulka man tashaa. That is the focus. That is the main. What I'm about. Tu'til mulka man tashaa. I think I know it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Over the water that. On the name of vocal. Ila ko at kala ala ko dala ka ay ke ni ala ko flow busa su wala sa ndole mu mbedem kanam gol ko fadal ko fa ala do ko fadal ko be ko kan tay sa kala na ko bi be slo be kan da ndamay fadi da be ko dam fende ke ni be ko dam ko tay bara be ka da na so ni wala ta do gam ni adu me wala ko tay adu bara be la ko da now you see that I'll be all right. Now you're all right. No. Come on, you go. No problem. No problem. Honorable Paniko Bejam. Hopefully, another panel. I'm going to be there. Yo, then by the day of the battle, we're not going to go now. Now we're going to float. For now, we're going to come and yo, not going to be done. Bukan baru, orang bukan baru. Kita dokon di file lagi, kita dokon di file lagi. Hari ini orang pun, tapi yo, bilang dulu nanti sudah. Ada berbagai boros sudah akhirnya, apa tu nak satu. Akhirnya ada nyawanya, aku faham bulan dua. Kami lihat ini boleh jauh dan ini boleh baca dong. Sudah kafir. Akhirnya dia semua kemo mama dia belum. Media sahaja semua kemo mama dia belum. Wono barko le to fandi fana bilam aw ci sawa fana fele bilam bi do la sale ko bi kamilo ko bi asal bu alba yo ado salo ko ko bi agale bi ñu wala balde bal kayla alsini karbu la ko alsini karbu la ko naka le Mr. Vice President naka le nada mana berkata nada correct nasi oleh baru menasi aku baru nak do kola menasi anak lori anak do kola do kalau nada le kafu menasi nada kafu do kola so nada le kun kadu lebe mo be ko mo ya ko telefon yang talo la bari ningi ya ko loye afu da gawya ila duje sai wado sida ina la rawlo de ko yin fida ya tay ya ko ni solo du ke awa ye masa be do du ke sai NPP GMC Alliance forever. Then Alliance Alliance Nenemo kuma fo NPP ma. Kabir kada tindela. Fonna pati ni labango. Bakambe dandula. Modare ko do producer. Lenya lonko ngafo. Messi NPP ko sino balia. Messi tiyofa. Ko woke. Kadu ahasidia mudere mo tan ko. Nenema ko namani no maki. Kono ko nada. Ko mali ko manna. Do mayru sinano le. Ma ko mali ko nada le. Asile do mayru sinano. Ay dolu mali manna. Nada le ni den. Mo me no bega ku sino le. Kada karam mo do. Amo so ni joy. Ayo di kulli. Ado ko na joy. O to mo do man mira. Ini ala yo ka sound. Dalam rekam. I am the president today. Apa ko? Kalau no force ni pa ba ba. Dalam seri ko ko. Abi di basi. Kama ile seri ko ko. Ane president de sigi. Aka punya seri ko ko. President me do me la tani BSc. No seri ko le pa ba. Wala di kuti. Wala le bija ka ko seri ko. Wala. Ako ni fana sa ni palo ya. Don le ngani. Don le ngala ko sa. Don le ngani. Oto o ko tale. Ni fana na di ke folo. Baba. Don le ngawru na ko. Oto bi ni do le yokan. Wo be do e seri le. Ko le be nyaka. Parce que moi pas pas. Ay ada dum def du ko tale. Ni no bo ko ko ya. Kan hawuli ko la nyama do le nyama da dal. E sa do le dal. Aw be la da tarasi muso fama ay ka ta da ya. On mo mi mansi. Ko sa ya manna. Ko isno mansi. Ku kana man tarke. Wona projet ko ram doro amon ke ko ya. Difference on bari bi. Ya bakte. Bakte tam bakte ya. Mo we mo bufo. Afo. Ala ga mo benti ata mo del ala mo benti la ko kala. Dan ala ga mo na dile. Ala ko no la torba. Ala de no la torba. Bakte tam bakte ya. Assalamu alaikum.
The spokesman, the mighty NPP, ago I said that
alinga nyoso ali haketu siembe tole for science mbe NPP tola
NPP,
His Excellency the President of the Republic, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Chairman of the OIC,
His Excellency, the Commander of the Armed Forces, Chairman OIC,
Atola, Ala Horomokan, Mbe Kontondiro Dila, Honorable Mai Ahmad Fadida, and in Gambia Moral Congress, Mol Mimbe Mabetaga.
His Excellency, the new Gambia Moral Congress, my party, and excellent members.
National Executive Committee of NPP Fana Katambining Honorable Suku Singatela Be Momo Konton Naitola Ani Kontong.
The National Executive of NPP Sintitan Suku Singate
Honorable Deputy Spokesperson and Deputy Speaker of the House Linkera Honorable CDS Kinjaitim Bafalai Inimbara Bake for a very good work.
Honorable CDS, the spokesperson, the Quran,
Kontondiro Kola, Mbe Murla, Mbe Honorable Mai Ahmad Fati, Tentula, Anala, Mol Mimbe Nata, Gambia Moral Congress.
Honorable Mai Ahmad Fati, Gambia Moral Congress, and executive members of the year.
Bilungo, December Carotil Tanilul 2024.
December 15, 2024.
amulundima baleti nin Gambia bankoka bilungo 15th December 2024
15 December 2024
amulunkuma baleti Gambia la politiko kono
la bés bu am solo ci bés
adum manta sela ñoo noka
te du toppawante wala bantuwaate
bari ko diamula folo ya fo ñami
kon wakkati jëlbeni luñ ko waxee
process o min tata mbeya moyle very clearly
kaddu yi nga xam ne daal moom lañ fi gaaral fii nii te ñun demee kenn ku nekk digal ko
taman sero min beje wala ñinti ko
mu ne li fa nekk mooy
politique patielu kallo na ya tere ifata ta miro lela wala tamandirinya
mu ne political party dañ dee taxaw su dee sam xalaat bi méngoowut wala ak jëfin bi dama nekkul benn
wala nganiyo banku dokuwa
wala ene si liggéey réew
ni fata ta ñinna
mu ne suñ nekkee nekkul benn si lii
suulo be jele pour ka patilo
mu ne su boobaa soxla dina génn pour wargal la nga taawal parti
bari parti ya lorin kola
waaye bu ngeen demee ba taawal parti
nal tata fali yaje ko ndol ni ñulula miro mu kilin net ni ñulula ngani mu kilin net ni ñulula tamandiro mu kilin net na ya taran beje
soo demee ba taawal parti si diggante boobu noonu parti bi nga xam ne gis nga ko da nga xam ne seen doxalin bi seen xalaat bi seen jubluwaay bi yëppee na la
woto
kon doo
kuma ñanje ñinkola
caratut foofu noonu leneen lu dul Ahmed Mai Fatty ak délégation bi ñuy def
walen ka bo ñoo kalama
mooy ñu yëgante
ka sika kaca
ñu toog waxtaan
kali bulo dum ñoo bulu
ñu joxante loxo
ka kafu aliye do ko ke ñoo ka
bokkaa di liggéey li nga xam ne daal moom moo la mooy soxla
ni yaay tandile ko
mu ne lii dafa wane ne
Gambia Moral Congress ni NPP
Gambia Moral Congress ak NPP
fatam fanso min be de ma mankum maya pour que be ke patieti faye
mu ne diggante bi différence bu fa nekk amatul solo fu mu nekk ni pour nga def leen benn parti waaye yëpp benn jublaay bi
bari sike partieti min no be kafula ko nyin kafu ñoya min NPP ni GMC ya deda
waaye mun nañoo nekk parti bi nga xam ne seen jubluwaay bi mun nañoo bokk benn parti di xool kenn ku nekk jublu daal si li nga xam ne daal moo taxoon
woto mbal tentula bake ngali jay
mu leen di gërëm di leen sant
adun alliance so damma fawonte
mu ne du alliance bi rek
bari GMC ning NPP la alliance so fara keta special alliance la mi ya longo bi among Gambia dula kumpa
mu ne GMC ak NPP seen alliance bi nekk na loo xam ne pour kenn la si biir Gambia dafa doon alliance spécial
parti fulo la fundinya pour que jama sede andi ñen na bi lungo
mu ne ñaari parti bokka ba pare jël nit ñi set na leen si bisi tey bi
kata kabirim banko kum fakun
mu commencé ko jóge ko koy na bekaatu
dia munya yitandita miya yitandiko hani reservation kilinte mo kono
kaddu yi nga xam ne daal génne nañ ko fii nii kenn ku nekk sax éne nga génne ku leen déglu rek da ngay xam ne kii si xol bi la ko ci
otom bal tentula bake ngali jey
kon donc si kaw loolu ñu leen di gërëm di leen sant
min seneyata NPP la leadership fala kono
mu ne li gën a leer si leadership NPP bi
wala president Barrow la ñaato kayaka
mu ne si jiital His Excellency président Barrow
mandin kol kamin fole sama dimba sundu kilingolem ay dimo susundi ay wandi dimol fara susundi
mu ne lu doo société war na ma ngay bi nga xam ne daal am na doom mun naa dundal doomam te dunduwaale tam doomi jàmm
President Barrow ya adabo yelele pour Gambia dingo be momo la fete yeka fama
mu ne président
Barrow
dafa ubbi mbagam yi pour bépp doomi Gambia bi nga xam ne yaa ngi dëkk fii nii ñëpp mu ne kay su toogee daal mu mun a engagé yëpp
wala ya sabu NPP alliance partner soto
loolu moo waraloon NPP mu am alliance partners yi
kabo APRC la
commencé ko APRC
NRP, PDP, GPDP, NCP, and the rest of them.
And then independent Dr. Aissatou Touré.
And independent.
And then Citizen Alliance.
Citizens Alliance. Ibe.
Mune political party yumlini yebla.
Nyingani ya senungo.
Mune xolam bu rafet bi.
Ñaton koy min sob.
Mune suñ ci lu mu am.
Wala ñu sabab.
Loolu moo waraloon lii yëpp ñëwee ko tey ñu jublu kër bu mag.
Adu ñi ñoom kacaalu ko.
te lu mel ni si waxtaan yi.
aka continuer ka min fo ñe.
te si toog maa di waxtaane lu may continuer di wax ak moom.
wala moolu naali man kaca ali bi ka ñooñe.
mu ne nit ñi ñaari wala nit ñi ka soo leen waxtaane wu doo leen déggoo.
ni moo man tara dula kili.
soo bokkut ak nit benn bëre.
a kaca ñooya ñi ni dorom pour ali ñoo faxa.
mu ne lu ut rek ni may waxtaane ak moom su yàggee rek da ngeen a xamante.
woto mbe président Barrow tentula baake mbe duwala faala sa ñeemme ñaato jam.
kon donc mu ngi ñaanal président Barrow yàlla yàggal ko suñu kanam fii nii.
Honorable Ahmad Mai Fati mba tentula mba jayila and GMC molbe.
mu ne Honorable Mai Fati ak GMC délégation yëpp ñu ngi leen a nuyu di leen gërëm.
mbe duwala ko ye duwa min ke jang alsi wol muta.
mu ngi ñaan yi nga xam ne moom lañ ko defoon fii nii wala moom lañ fi defoon yàlla nangu ñu ñaan.
NPP laata min na wala momo ay kule no.
NPP lu mu gëm mooy bépp doomi Adama boo gis am na la yàlla dénk.
bari moye min no ita tine sotota fonna ya tara ali ya bulo du ñogo.
waaye doomi Adama lu mënuloo nekk njëriñ bi fan la ma joxante mu leen loxo bokk éni.
ñing partner parti kotangol fana be.
ak yeneen partenaires yi nga xam ne daal yeneen parti yi desoon su yeneen alliance yi.
ila leadership and ila membership be continue la ke tentu ke jayi for the development of the partnership.
mu ne kontaan na si ñoom te mu ngi gërëm ñëpp seen leadership bi ak ñi nga xam ne daal mooy ñu leen topp.
bawo wato tatale.
mu ne ko waxtu bi dem na.
be kacha londire jang.
mu ngi taawal fii naanu.
na fali ala kayla le be jim banko kan ala male kayla sabati jaji bi be banko be baraka baraka.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Billahi minas shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Bi fanang ala tentu kotem tumo menna ala yake ko nyin e ko mente kenola ala e wole kerindi anda yiriwandi ci wotile yiriwabe lafa kam foga muru ala kan ko denga tentu ayo do ko men nañ wodo kam mbe LPP national executive be kontonna membe bi janto bare mbe na konton bi lo dina honorable suku singatela musul mel bi jam alsiyam fu ñe mballa konton dro dila the national women mobilization pour aya fudan dalma honorable député mel bi janto menkeda may siseti anin ona honorable sol mel bi janto bela konton do dila may sisela the speaker deputy speaker sidi jay be konton na baaki ni o bodan jeto tron mbali lo mel ya don ko fa wala mo yibi jam sano gundan ko ngal konton wo ko lansina Ahmed Mai Fati muya lon ko sana wala muya lon ko ñu guluwo ñu botala non kabduntu mo melna mfaawul basirin simolo ke mo sano ay kerwan sancha kumul ñin abodal lu melna wala mo lu melna janna sano nata afang ya daman nim fo ala lawro ñin to natala mu bare bi bu jama koy taw kono ndebiya mo jamfandi la baake kumanal kumata baake GMC alhamdu konte nge konton GMC nata ya bi President Barrow nin GMC UDP NRP PPP anin doyi independent Dr. Aissatou Touré nga commencé la jambalat bi ni hakilo nata GMC kam bi ñin tabulo kunna foga mo tentu ka jayi mengeda muskeba keta bayri a flota la jannato wo mu lunnati mu ya lon ko bi ngala ne ko may mo sifa jumalati hakilo kenyalam bare ani muskeba keta e dun la jamal to woto may mbesilo di la dorom alhamdulillah Fatih Haidara e ko membe kumdo de ni ado gunni baake de mo jamaate kumbo woto alam alay sonda mo sabatin kuma kam me alon ko belam tawole dila may mbafole ko bismillah NPP kono mbafole ko bismillah alliance nyin kono na nyin alliance partner sol mu me be sidi njaye melto fo janto bi be den tan sibla la jam ye kola menje imam kola menje fanna ma lafaro la membe NPP drom abeda dabi JB kabo APRC la for PPP for NRP for GPDP for NCP kana wala CA mbere denda biluna jantal aliyeji almeji wodo meme tan dal drom president baro mo sifa menti Gambia kono ngamara be nyanda sobila wolo ni aje ngulda non ko hino baro ngo kayro baro balafa baro aliyatimol la baro jama buka long wo wato kabringa fonon molen attack e ko nyen ko kana nyen ko mo fo nemme bondi da kono ala ka mutal andum wo tembole meliko fo ngalon ne ko wol mum molle mel pareta pour ka jam fa nati ngejele mole mu ya lon ko bi ko me ya lon ko ay wole muta andu mo buga dunde kuto ko mu ya lon ko wandi ko dam atar ko amaja nyaal ko gunde Allah ta men wala evidence may ngamare ko lon woto le bayri ka yamare ku jamala woto la karot woto james ko mba fulale ko nal bebe ka fula nyomale nyim banko mum bela banko lati bare wato wati mol kam men fo nganya ka sala nganna banko jube ngandam bon jube ngabadi ya jube ngalon ka fa ko gambe be mo bakilem fakilin nati surwa man fesi mandin kat mandin kam man fesi surwati fula man fesi sarakulle man fesi sererti man fesi manjakati bare men important je wolam gambe diya mune ke gambe diwti e nyanda mune la fala gambe nyina mo kodi mo be nyanda men mira bari ni danta gambe diya dambandala sulol men be monki pak gambe diwla muti nyam ko mol mel ben suwol kono gambe diwla muti nyinol mel kan tora bum kono gambe diwla muti bare tebe mune contribute la gambe me ya dunal ko sama gambe diw nyanda nyin keta le bulu kondol nga keta sa dawra kayra ba jawra bu nyame ñine important bide ala minna fudo men ki jang akada je kontano de akada mo jamaay kontano bare bi nsime gandal ale mankuto fo jango GMC bu ganen droki ale mankuto fo jango GMC mu molleti mul ya lonko wato wati e be unity le nokam bi mambo jam folo e be commencer kay bal nen kan e be defanal nen kan e be Ahmed Fati nen kan momo di membe ni executive fo kono ya commencer may system la kunu ina dan de kam bi ya commencer le ngaji laynol kono le ina da GMC kam al munyam al sabarita wato waden kam men fulam Allah taala yalo na bala karfo di la men nyin tante tiyo nyimela ntel na dege tinya nyin tante tiyo nyimela wallahi hasido ala te marlo di la me alon kat la marsandiso hada madungle ko marlo di hasido ala ta di la budda wata keno ata kala bar islam wo hasido fana anin kula ka wuli til wotili aka fere kudal wulindi nyin kammala kaje ko hada madum sondo mol be dunda nyola nyame fitno be wulla ala mu hakkili mal siala hakkilin tawt ni haklima fiata haklin tawti hasido sawo bukalo wodo alagana hasido sawo londinna banko sambanya president bloko alamu alaya sono yandaye alamun kayala president ye alamun fanan president fanan kayala hadama duniya wodo ñina mun na ko modi pour ñin kamala bedal na dama bare contente baake jefti NPP welcome to the alliance ka jego gambe ñanda tala ñame tar ñakiling jeri ñakiling for ñakiling annu soto ñakiling men ñanda gambia sambala ñaato kayro dorom ala assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين
ما يبالي كدوتو من الشيطان باي على تنتو
mbe mo be kontonna
mune mu ngeen nuyu yépp
konton diro ko lo mba fo lo na president bala
mune jëndon nuyu bi mu ngeen nuyu his excellency
min keta his excellency president Adama Barrow
mune mune ko mo his excellency president Adama Barrow
ana la force family be
la force family bi
nimbota woto ganala national executive
mune su jógee ko foofu mu ñëw si national executive
ka konton diro be di siku singatela
mune nuyu boobu nag mo ko jébal surtout si laate
women twin fanam bi janne
mune women twin bi tam ñu fi
dipitewol bi janne national assembly members Maymuna Cissé bi jang
mune Maymuna Cissé daba mu fi
Fatmata bi jang Fatmata Jawara nge be konton Famara Sabali fanam bi jang
mu leen di nuyu di leen sant
nimbota woto
mune su fa jógee ko
nganda samba di ma ka fo be konton samba di ma ka fo man konton na baake baake bari nganda sai ngamel na Sidi Ndiaye ngamel na Sidi Ndiaye
mune lu tegal Sidi Ndiaye
sai be karla jola le barrel la bi a jola jam Sidi Ndiaye on paso konta ya diana merci Sidi Cissé kontonna am sol be konton ke tentuke jay nimbota woto nganna dul tamba konto bari ndamay muna bande ko amanke luntanti ni jiarolo ni tamo dia bi atale ngantal tentel dia ko Mai Ahmad Fati ini la executive for molbe nge konto nge tentu nge jay kabali ko alnata la kordala ko ngadun diamo ko no damante bi ke tanye kontan ku balete mune ati nan kontanta president Adam Barrow kanuntew atero men keta Mai Ahmad Fatiti wala na anala bolbe na ka kafuma oto bi NPP yelun tambale nko politiko adiata babe karadola amandia bari ntangalon ne ko may tolu li koy be metela koy sa ni emmen linking ni koy ba kuntu dal ba muka muru mo e ko adum muka muru ko adum kam ta ba woton to ma may di bismillah ko tantale baade parce que politico president Adam Barrow lafta melna
mune president Adama Barrow lumtuga
politiko akabalu hadama dingole politiko bukabalu fitinola politiko bukabalu diamu kuyari mula politiko kabalu mena nganyonene yena na patriote bani kuma kuyari mfo moy simi sola tala ibaso to la nyaadi ikaso to nola woton tella hino baro na kairo baro asola ta hadama dingulela woton ba ko la Mai Ahmad Fati ko ye bismillah NPP kayra kilume yatina koy kayro men je president mo bala ni wo kayra kilume le bita fadal dula jali ba ko ko bita la fadal dula ba president Adam Barrow fanan ko de ko ala ni NPP patio bita nyola le fadal dula woto kontanta baake se wota baake mbala ala national women mobilize mba kon tonna baake ni ala sonda mbe bulo di la nyolale adum be do ko kelale fana parce que mo wondi ale mbe da bara man kanyen ay dol ke karannaji ay dol ke motiyoti ay dol ke arabu karannaji so hadama di nyum bul ko non dululo bete kanyen bara ala yete mari fana so menna wolom hadama di wut mankarande bara hadama di no samba nyalo woto dum mbedi yamulam famo mbedi yamla MPP di wut luntaŋol le naata moolu kaŋ adu luntaŋol dum niŋ koye ŋee bisimilla woto ŋan daboo yele ñuwe nte be meŋ fo la na national women mobilize ye Mai Fati la national women mobilize ye ko bundaa be yele raayele anaa la musol bee do ko nga wala lo adu ngalo ne ko mobe Mai Fati ni sobe ya lon woto mbembulo di la nyola le nga do ko te baake region wo region alla molbe dawo dandi mobilisation le bije ini wol sikata ye bulo di nyola ye do ko ke nyola bari nganna president Adam Barrow ngaten tubake mune ati nanko e ko ngaten tubake hakke ala fita musol la nyami ayana banko kanu ay hadama diwul kanu adu bi ti ñaar laal wol ka fole ko aliye mu ne soto NPP president Adam Barrow mu ne kele ke bari ngamra president Adam Barrow fam family le babo o family men babudu est ce men be ñanta soto la bulo ko be ya soto le baro sako dum tambiya be ate ninke no la mobe barni ala ya harjaw dum membul iba soto lal bari surtout na MPP dimulu musol la karola lillahi wa rasuli ali ngate bakilim fakili ninge ta bakilim fakili woto metambilal bar nin ko le ko tari natale ko bi kana fan mata danko akati nyarole natale woto ngabulan na alfa noma me yalo ne ko amamon hasidia men di atay borom be nga tekilin tinti oto MPP kol ka dunta on soto ka dunta on e dia ma fo may bu dunta on tide bara ano walankol ali ngam bulo yele nanda boyele nanya yele parce que ni nata boya e wañaje ata haji le nyaade bari na e nyaaje dorom ata haji nyaale woto mbe mo be tentula mbe mo be jayla ka faale ko ala baraka baake jalolu million yo dungal be konto ngal tentula jay ala baraka baake yo safale padam ko jomi jalle
sen akida honorable Ahmad Mai Fati
ba tentulam ba jayila jalimanda nadiam bugatar ya bari mbulak tangasi andi domande janila kana suro bina malak ke kun mbe GMC la party leader konto na nala jama mobe mba tentulam ba jayila mba folay ko Gambia mo bankol ti miya lon ko birata ta kuluru mane wala dum ta kole ya funa be mol ko le miya lon ka murundi na faso ko non dum Gambia burta afaso ko la ta kuluru mane wala ko ta mba folay ya bare GMC la party leader bi tari ko men be keri njaman ka tari ki koloti pour nay alliance pom to mom bebe struggle ko no ngakala mutale lu men na ka futa mol mami ya lan ko GUC Gambian United ko change atata alliance ko na atata alliance do ko na mi ya lan ko UDP la alliance la woto mba fulay ko law bara ni maka mba konton na mba tentu la mba jayil mfawala boss men kata deputy speaker ti honorable Sidi Njai mba konton na député bele konton di ros kala mba dun nabul bari wuli wes la député o men kata famara sabali ti mba kere konton di rodi la tela la min tede mi yalon ko atelam patiola finance director ti mba konton na mba tentu la mba jayila na legal team fanan mi jammi yalon ko be konton na Haruna Toyaka be musol be konton na Ajaratu Maymuna Balde Toyaka deputy national president honorable Suku Singate mba konton na be na spokesperson konton na mengata Lamin Queen Jammeti honorable Sidi Ba Basela député o aduna téléphone munna député national admin secretary mba konton na ni Sidi Cissé BNC la regional chairman konton na Mustafa Touré aning chairman domi yalan ko telebe nun jayen tete fam futata be to menketa unda nyanti konton na bani media la konton droska mba dira haji bani ko si sohola aning Alpha Karagam ñun lem molti minu ya lonko ko wotumo fenti be lorim fi na musu jata bal fana mbi jambere konton dros kala mbadi la Ajaratu Maymuna Balde la mbi ajani ma konton nani aja musu drame ani mabe la min bebe jaati na kaja jampola baake bare lafta nga kaja kula domandi mi ya lonko asimol hakilo murundina Ajaratu Maymuna e kaja kende balke jang adunga ya itande ko ay honorable Mai Ahmad Fati aya bismillah la korda kono barinta ko korda dingo alhamdulillah ni bajon kita ikana murnanne adu ni bajon kita itata symbole fu itata miro le fu itata fasaro le fu adu honorable Mai Ahmad Fati wala ke mba tentula mba jayila mba kola ko nga tunu ndame be continuer la wol afane dia modol fo jako anim malo manna hanka anim malo tinano NPP bari kono mbata tentula mbemna banko president fana konto na bari president baro ndaka mim fonko Alpha Buab ka kulliyo Alpha Buab ni dingol bandomo le ka kullike aduma sala biya kulliyo president baro ka kulliyo ke bi munati na nganyum ko yen tol nyori le yen fay banda ayen konko ma ko nyalna oto mba tentula mba jayila adu ngamira no nadra aussi baga no honorable Mai Ahmad Fati la den no biatina honorable Mai Ahmad Fati tarika jamala ko nyim banko ka ila interior minister ya ko ne do ku kende ke banko tembendi woto mbe duwala alama alaye jo alama alaye jama nyamatu banko president mba tentula mba jayila mba ko la ko nyim ben mela le ka sele ka fo kono ko min nga ko nyamen Alpha Buabu kanyin soto Alpha Buabu ka dingol le dom wala tina biya de kulliyo lan dum continue da kanyin kulliyo bari ñu lok mo kono kulli dan tam fula keta way sangol le ke Facebook kabo arami sola kana bila sanga fula le keta otombe mol konton na sangola sangola keta mo man fa Facebook otombe mol fanan konton na sangona ni torola men keta jambi ani arami salgo men keta gambia banko kam bari ni hada madu ngosi tajira ya hanje fatiya ka bako dron nin kari mantra mira kilina manyana do ko kala ka pisamanta ya soto ani toro warta bake adu ko samete be jikirin ko nyanta kala nyaton kolti nyim banko kan gambia no la nga jube bake nda jamfano la politiko kono bayri mol meta siri adun konto wato sida ballata diam la fondinke wol duma silo man toro be siaring ali nga hakilo fay ko ma hada madi ngoy wurudu lani barakatu la man kiliya adu mobu ka barakatu babu du damma nda be nyim banko kan jande birim man nyim fi samante ya place so nana man ta babu bari nga miro la fay nga newo tanga do ko kan nga newo tanga diam andu nindi amu tan newo la mo jella ka profito so to wala bari banta bata kerente man diamu gambe damen to ka diamu ka ko masakunda fali ngo nyanta kala andu ngake horomoni mbunya la ko nanin pantenku bari wo be kono molle ka radio la moy andi go radio mel la moy ka battery le se ka courant le saw fanan ka do ko di mo do len woto gappandin ke wala lim fanan dolo ni nyama man do ko keno e singo e do ko keno e ba ni singo man do ko keno e nyaa e do ko ke ni nyaa man do ko keno e sembo e do ko ke ñun bebe jande min yalan kon sa keno gambe janti penso nata ñim badan dan wala jamaatu la jamaabi je min yalan ko fondin ke e molbe muna fan kan jera e manke banko dingolti woto me yamaro di la fondin ke la fanan si murum panka ngam fan jube ka lonko babu da maman ke pisamante adlati to nya pisamante akas ko jele bari su ko do keno jande nge fan samba ngam fan samba sa 30 man to ko soto ni wo bata je mbe mo be konto na mbe mo be tentula mbabra GMC di ngol ko on rebuli afala diamo kono jande nim politicien o lié saban diamo jamaaje me buka diamo na ko bi bal nennale be ko mo be fala me ba fala na ta place ñunola yemen do ko itamu menti nyanta ku soto la woldo nda pat ma tan kanyine fon ko alaman tan kala ma sakunda la dala so sunya bar alaman tan kala na hako ko ne man sakunda ke mo be mun ndi mbita no lo to honda ko Mai Ahmad fati ini momo be jama de politiko kono ale ke mo ben soto man sakunda nyanta soto la le adu momo ko kuma kunda ko ni fa ngol ya soto e binale menyim ko la le ko fana be continuer la le kalne ntol wol ngake na solti sain ko ntol manke dimbe de ko tek bari sanyi mo nim kulan tato ka fole na kende ya zone ko boto si bini si de ko manke mo kende tin tab ka wori ala wota kana wori ada madi woni be nyaato memme ngawa wala ko makana wori wala de nga mem bayndi ali ngoso president Barrow ñine modi mi yalan ko 10e bakaro ya wati 10e bakaro tili nani la nominate tili nani ay tari ko kanyim banko kan 10e bakaro le mo le kiti ko saka maka malundi imalu ta fele bi 10e bakaro ko no be siri wo malu ben boko woto mbabla le ko 10e mayen tol watile de adu mayla na yo watile mbe jama be tentula mbe jayila mol meta siri malafta wato jampandi bari na bosi wala konye bari mbe duwala alaman na la kafo ay kenya kayra bati ay kenya tanko ta ay kenya suturoti ay kenya nyaato tati bari mbe si ñin lonko ndaw de mampati je jambe adam Barrow membe kala ñoo bari ñoti bari ndol wututa da men do nga domandi ne tuje wol dumbita ko wolto wota ali nga fero ke ngam fande da kambe mbaliya te jang fenda jammi ya ko kawali mu bari bus kanti balu musu bu ñaari mbalu mi be ko atol GMC musolani en bi ni ka bu dawda ani no sol ko no ngol ka to ñoo fadila woto te bay no ala baraka
ay ba mu ne mu ko hasal nuyo
ako hakilo mi jolati jibe bana ko bana fasini
way xam na ne
rahmatullahi wala abe ko jonna
waaye dafa faate wax na ne may mun a balle su ko nuyoo nuyu na jigéen ñi yëpp
ako bari ni na tele bi ko aja may mun a balle ni akon je gambe musulme ko
léegi now we are gonna hand over the mic on behalf of the Secretary General and Party Leader of the NPP.
ako sai ni o se to male